we've got a big show planned today. It's our last show before our pregame show, I guess, tomorrow when the Broncos play the 49ers. It should be a fun game. We're going through what we expect from Bo Nix, the rest of the offense, other guys to keep an eye on, drafting some fantasy teams for the game. Should be awesome, and we're going to start here in 30 seconds. This is the DNVR Broncos Podcast, still without a presenting sponsor, which I just...
Open that wallet.
Open that wallet. Somebody needs to buy it.
But where's it coming to you from?
Coming to you from the Toyota Lounge. That's where we are. That's why it says it right there. And you guys are all in the Toyota chat. Only 95 of you so far, but we'll get that number up. And all of you better like this because we really appreciate that. It helps us out. Henry Chisholm, Ryan Koenigsberg.
Yeah.
And you've got thoughts.
Imagine... It would probably drive Zach crazy if, for whatever reason, today was the most liked show of the week.
Yes.
He would hate that.
He would hate that.
It would be funny.
It would be funny. He'd be all frustrated.
So let's make this the most liked show of the week. I mean, yesterday must have done numbers.
Yes.
So that one has a lot of likes. It's going to be tough to beat it, but I think if everyone dedicates themselves to this, we can do it.
Preston D Real Estate in the chat says, yo, how much for a one-time ad read? Which kind of was one because I just said the name of the company, but
Venmo me something with 2 zeros in it and I'll make it happen for you.
Okay, $0. Let's see. We've got a lot to talk about today. Preseason game, obviously, tomorrow, San Francisco 49ers. Let's just start at the top. What's going on here? What do you want to see? What's the expectation? Do you care?
Yeah. So I kind of thought the preseason was completely dead, and then I started watching some games this year, and it's not.
It swung too far.
Yes,
it swung too far. It used to be back in the day, like all the starters just played the entire game because they wanted to get ready for the season. So they played, and there were like 6 of them. And then eventually we got to the point where nobody played the starters essentially because they didn't want to get anybody hurt. And then we found out that those teams really struggle, like the Cincinnati Bengals, who never played their starters. They were 1-11 in the past 6 years in the first 2 weeks of the regular season. And so what did they do? They said, we need to actually play guys in the preseason. And so Joe Burrow went out there for the entire first quarter. And the Bengals starting defense got shredded by the Eagles backups.
Yeah. But also Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase looked amazing.
They did. Which was a lot of fun.
So yeah, we went all the way to like all these new age coaches being like, we don't even need the preseason. And now we're starting to swing back, which I kind of like missed the swing back.
This is the swing now.
Yeah, like last year was like the return of the running back.
Yep.
This year, return of the preseason.
Yep.
And so I'm really excited.
Yes.
Like watching these games and seeing someone like Joe Burrow out on the field like made me excited for what the Broncos are going to do. So I do care. It's more just like vibes based that I'm looking for. To the shock of nobody.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I just want to go see the offense, move the ball a little bit, have some fun, maybe have a touchdown celebration in there, high five each other, have a good time playing football. And then I want to see the defense flex their muscles for one series and then make sure everyone's healthy.
Yeah. I think that probably makes the most sense. Get them out there for like a series, maybe 2 series. Next game, maybe it's the full quarter. And then third preseason game, it's back down to not all that much. The 49ers, though, probably not playing any starters. Maybe there's a couple who trickle in. So that always makes it tricky for the team that is playing the starters. I brought up the Bengals yesterday. When the Bengals defense gets shredded by Tanner McKee and the Eagles backups, all of a sudden it's just super embarrassing, and everybody's talking about how you just fell apart.
Yeah, but Tanner McKee might actually be sick.
Against the Bengals, he is.
Yeah.
Tanner McKee, Stanford legend. I don't know. It sets up poorly, though, for the Broncos, where either you go out there and you light them up, or you just look like you're playing level with the 49ers. Like the backups.
Yeah. I don't think the coaching staff looks at that, though. Like, I don't think it's as dramatic. Sure.
Okay.
If the Broncos go out there and their starting defense gives up a touchdown to the 49ers backup offense, the fan base will melt down and be like, oh, all of the hype about the defense was wrong. We have all these holes. PS2 is not as good as anymore. Riley Moss is who we thought he was. Like, everything will come crashing down. The coaching staff will just be like, okay, you guys see how far you have to go. You've got 3 weeks to do it. Like, time to lock the F in.
Yeah.
And so I'm not worried about, like, first of all, you can never operate as a coaching staff being like, what if we get embarrassed? Like, that's certainly not how you can operate. And then lastly, I have no worry about that. None at all. 0% worried that even if the Niners starters were in, they would be able to like consistently move the ball against this defense.
Yeah, I think so too.
So they're not playing their starters at all. Like Brock Purdy's not playing.
Like. No. But there's a chance like whoever their 20th starter is might get a couple reps.
Do they think that Brock Purdy doesn't need practice?
I mean, I guess Kyle Shanahan is now old school in that he just doesn't want to risk injury for any of those guys.
New school.
No, I think that's old school now because new school is we play everybody. Yes.
We've shifted back to okay.
That is now old school.
That's hard to follow.
And so old school coach Kyle Shanahan who hasn't adapted to the times that doesn't realize that that's a so it's interesting. I always think back to like the Hackett year when the Broncos didn't play their starters except for Quinn Miners, who said, like, I want to go play, and specifically asked, can I go play because I need reps because I'm going to be a starting guard.
Greenest flag I've ever heard.
Yeah, the greenest flag ever. And then the Bills beat them like 45-3 or whatever that was.
Yeah,
and I think this could be something kind of like that because it just staggers everything all the way through. When you have your starters go up against their second stringers and you put your second stringers in, maybe there's a moment where you match up with their second stringers, but then they put their third in, your twos are still in, and eventually evens out at the end. I think... Like, they really should go out there and beat up on them, which is a fun position to be in.
And it would feel great.
It would.
It doesn't matter for anything, but boy, would it feel good.
Yeah.
Just like, like if the Broncos go out and win like 33-3, that would make me really happy.
It would make me really happy, too. Bo Nix in particular, sometimes it's good to, like, set the standard beforehand and say, like, okay, do we care about the results for him? Are we willing to say right now, like, hey, if it's 2 touchdowns, it's against the backups. If it's a pick, it's the first preseason game. It really doesn't matter. Or is there something that we can learn from this?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. If it's 2 touchdowns, it matters.
Yep.
If it's like 2 3 and outs, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean, that's just how I'm gonna be. No, but in the end, again, I'm literally just it's about how I feel after watching it, not necessarily the stats or anything like that. It's just like, does he look a little bit better? Like, I feel like Diana Rossini, I've seen her in like 3 different forms of media
everywhere.
talk about how different he looks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't say he looked that different to me when I was at practice, but if I could go out there leaving that and be like, dang, he does. He looks bigger, stronger, faster. He looks like he's processing quicker. That'd be amazing. Even if it's like he went 3 for 6 for 22 yards.
Yep.
Or, I would love to just see like hit a bomb to Troy Franklin, like just little things like that. I want to see guys make plays. That's really what I want to see.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think the ground game in particular is where there's a lot to learn in 2 ways. I think, first of all, with the scheme change, now going to the heavy wide zone, which we haven't talked about too much. I mean, we brought up occasionally. I guess I had one rant about it. But that's something that they did last year. You saw like week 12, week 13, they shifted from, there's like 3-4 different concepts they run a bunch to, we want to be 60% outside zone. It tailed off a little bit at the end. The results weren't great. But this offseason, they've basically decided this is who we are. We're playing the wide zone. It's going to be what's best for McGlinchey. Quinn can do basically anything. Wattenberg's mobility really helps there. Like, you look at that entire right side of the line in particular and say, we should be really good at that. And they've spent the offseason trying to get everything clicking so it sets up so that they can break off some big gains. And the running backs fit so well, but you just don't get a feel in camp for how it's going. So schematically, it's going to be interesting. And then individually for all the running backs, I'm curious to see what they look like.
I just remembered And I was almost about to say, like, do you remember anything about the preseason last year? And then as I was about to ask you that, I remembered that, like, during the preseason was when I was like, holy shit, Bo might actually be super dope.
Was it the Packers preseason game, I want to say? I think it was the last preseason game where he just went crazy.
Yeah.
The last one before he was a starter. Or no, maybe it was after he was named the starter even.
I don't remember
to
that detail because I was just being a fan, like watching on my couch, drinking beers. Which is not all that different from what I'll be doing tomorrow, but I'll just be on camera. But I just remember like leaving the preseason and being like, oh shit, Bo's legit. And then of course there was the regression during the first 4 weeks, but the preseason in the grand scheme of things matters for nothing. But you just want to see this team like climb. Like the word Super Bowl has been said like 10 times this week.
Yes. Two words also.
Like you can't, you don't want to go, what?
2 words. Sorry. We've done that a lot on the show. Lexi also did it last night with we were watching baseball. It's like, this would be a good time for Grand Slam. She's like, you shouldn't say that word. It's like, 2 words. Doesn't matter.
There should be a word for a 2-word phrase.
There should be.
Because like it's not a phrase either.
Yeah. I wonder what that would be.
A byword.
A byword, yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
The term Super Bowl has been used a lot this week. It would be a shame to say that all week and then like go look like shit.
It would. So last year was the Packers game. It was the second preseason game. And I believe they named Bo the starter after the second. And that's when he was 8 for 9 for 80 yards and a touchdown. Broncos won 27-2. Because again, like that's kind of what they've done in the preseason. They beat the Cardinals 38-12. The Colts game was close. 34-30 actually, with Bo playing extensively in that game. But still, like that's why I think blowout. But yeah, I want to see Super Bowl type stuff. We can get into some of the details in a second. But first, let's give a shout out to some of our friends.
Would love to.
Including our friends over at Ent Credit Union. If you're looking for a credit union, first of all, but a bank in particular, credit union can be a great option. There's a bunch of perks that go with choosing a credit union, including specific perks to Ent Credit Union for Broncos fans, like no surprise fees, no minimum balance requirements. The money in your Broncos checking account even earns dividends. So that Broncos checking account is built for fans, obviously. Get 10% off food and gear on game days at Empower Field at Mile High. Broncos branded debit card to rep the team. A chance to win tickets to Broncos home games simply by paying with your Broncos checking debit card. Every time you swipe that card 10 times, you get another chance to win tickets. So whole bunch of really cool perks. Definitely go check them out. I also am going to go check them out. If you are ready to bank like a Bronco, go to ent.com/DNVR. That's ent.com/DNVR. Sign up for a Broncos checking today. Ent Credit Union is insured by NCUA. Membership required. APY's annual percentage yield account requires associated Ent Broncos debit card.
Love it. Also, if you have a bunch of money in your Ent account and you want to buy a house, but you didn't get that money via a W-2 or another traditional source of income, you can still do that with our friends over at Cake Mortgage. They are the experts in non-traditional loans, especially for, let's say you have a booming YouTube channel where you have an awesome Broncos podcast that could be even better than ours. And you're just making money off of YouTube or TikTok, or maybe you're a freelancer, whatever it may be. For a long time, it was really difficult for people like that to get a loan. And our friends over at Cake Mortgage have alleviated that difficulty. They'll get you a loan and they'll get you a house, which is pretty freaking cool. So if you are in that mold, hit up our friends over at Cake Mortgage by calling 800-EAT-CAKE. That's 800-EAT-CAKE, or go to CakeHome.com. Shout out to our friends over at Cake Mortgage.
Shout out to Cake. Reminder, this is the Toyota Lounge. Like and subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. We really appreciate it. I want to talk about...
We got to...
Yes, more likes than when Zach is here.
Yes.
I wonder how many... I don't know how many it was yesterday, but we can check.
I'll find it. And
we also had a 20K people yesterday.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, we did numbers yesterday.
We need,
and it was all on Zach's back. I mean, Henry and I probably shouldn't have even been there.
I kind of thought before the show this should really just be a solo show, but then
what's the fun in that?
Exactly. We're a good live audience to all the things Zach could tell us. Yeah. So what is this? We got
597 likes yesterday. We got to get to 600.
We're at 325 watching right now. So if everybody watching,
if everyone likes it and then sends it to one person, tells them to like it, we got this.
And if you also invite 61 of your closest friends to also watch this, then we will surpass yesterday's views number.
There we go.
Yeah. So do that. Okay. So we had this planned out as going through the buying and selling stocks and then doing our fantasy draft.
Yeah.
I fear that if we buy and sell stocks first,
know who...
yes, exactly. So I think it might be better to flip those, get into the fantasy draft, and then afterward we can dig in.
Do you have any like notes on this game that we should get through first?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's gonna take me a second to find them.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I just wanted to kind of go through it and be like, okay, here's what we're kind of looking at. Here's what this person has said. You know, kind of build it up a little bit before we just dive straight into the fantasy draft.
Oh, okay. They sent the email out with all the notes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're just gonna.
You don't have to tell me like who's calling the game.
Oh, okay. Well, the big note, obviously, who's playing.
How do we know how much the Broncos starters are expected to play?
They will play is all we really know. Okay. So it could be a series or two. It could be whatever else. It's kind of just up in the air.
Okay. We are not expecting most of the 49ers starters to play.
Exactly.
We're setting the scene here for this fantasy draft.
We are.
Don't draft 49ers starters.
No, certainly do not.
Are they eligible? I forgot how we do it on this one. Is
they
it just Broncos?
I think everybody's eligible. Everybody is eligible.
Both teams are eligible.
Yep, both teams eligible. Yeah, these notes are struggling.
That's all right. We can go straight to it.
Okay. Yeah, let's just jump in.
I need to get...
Yes, fantasy draft.
I don't know anything about the 49ers backups. I'm afraid it's a weak spot for me.
Oh, there we go. What do they have in the official note? So the Broncos begin their preseason on the road for the third consecutive season. There's a note.
Nice note.
5:30 Pacific time at Levi Stadium. Last time they played there in the preseason was 2023. So that would be 5-4. That would be the first Sean Payton year.
Yep.
A game that I don't remember at all. Broncos are 22-19 in the preseason series with them, including an 11-10 record on the road. So really
this is good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest. Hopefully it's next sense. Additionally, Denver leads the all-time regular season series. Oh, this isn't one. They're 8-7, so not even a big lead there.
Okay.
Those aren't great notes.
Yeah, good notes.
All right. Do you want the first pick or not? I'll let you choose.
I'll take the first pick.
Okay.
I'll take Jarrett Stidham.
Ooh, okay. I like it. So let's see. You have a quarterback, so I would be crazy to draft a quarterback now. So I'll have my pick of the litter eventually.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go with.
And real quick, my thought process there is like Jarrett Stidham is a borderline starting quarterback.
Yep.
And he's going to go against third stringers.
Yep. I think that's probably a really good pick. I'll take. Give me Jaleel McLaughlin.
Okay.
I think that there are a lot of running backs that you could go with. But to me, he's the perfect blend of, first of all, proven preseason performer, has had some big games. That's how he made the team as an undrafted rookie in the first place, but still is competing for a spot. And so you know that they're going to give him his opportunities to prove himself. I think his speed plays up in a game like this. I think that he might just have the perfect blend of everything for this game.
Okay. Snake draft or alternating?
We can alternate.
How nice of you.
Yeah, I feel like I've got the advantage seeing every practice.
That is a pretty big advantage.
It sure is.
I am going to take Pat Bryant.
Okay, I like it.
He's going to get a lot of opportunities. They've got to play some of these wide receivers. And I think he's the number one wide receiver in terms of like reps in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that there's a good chance he was high on my list. Also, we're thinking like half PPR.
Half PPR.
Half PPR. Let's see. I don't think I need to take my other running back quite yet. I know, but
You can corner the market.
Yeah, you can. I'll take Troy Franklin.
Nice.
Yeah. Again, just like the value, I think that he's in that sweet spot of probably playing quite a bit, but also just too explosive to be in a game like this. And some reps with Bo against the backups, in theory, could help out too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if Troy hits, it's going to be because he has a long touchdown from Bo early.
Yeah, I think with him and Jaleel, I'm kind of taking big play guys.
Okay. This is going to be a funny pick for me. I'm going to take Audric Estime.
I like it. Yeah.
He's going to get opportunities.
He is
He's
going
got
to get
a lot to
opportunities.
prove.
He does have a lot to prove. The value has to be with 49ers right now.
It does. And
it's just so scary to pick one.
So I open up the 49ers roster to look at who their running backs are. Christian McCaffrey not playing.
Yep.
Isaac Guerrero.
Yep.
Hurt.
Yep.
Jordan James. Hurt.
Yep. Which I thought was James Jordan. It is Jordan James, though. Oregon guy, right?
Yeah. And that leaves one guy that I've never heard of.
Yeah. Amir Abdullah still there.
Oh. He's
I'm not still.
Not
Amir
even,
Abdullah is still in the
still
league.
Available,
Currently a
yes.
49er. Yes.
He's not listed on the depth chart that I'm looking at.
Okay. Yikes. Maybe he's also hurt.
It wasn't the Estime fan club, yeah. It was the Estime Believers Club.
Yeah. Pretty much similar. It is similar.
Yeah. You have to graduate from a Believers Club to a fan club.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. Too soon for fans.
Exactly.
Fan means fanatic. Nobody's a fanatic of Audric's at the moment.
Yeah.
But we all believe.
Yeah. Family.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to take. Give me Lucas Kroll.
Wow.
Yep. I was really struggling with these tight ends. I'm not going to give away who is the second choice right now, though, because you still have to draft one.
It doesn't matter.
But what I'll say is Lucas Kroll. Yeah, I think good fit for the outside zone stuff. I think against backups and third stringers, he should be able to outrun them, make some catches. Felt like a more consistent option, although there are probably others with more upside.
Okay, so I need another running back, a tight end, which I don't need to jump on. So it's really a running back and a wide receiver is what I need. I'm so bored by the 49ers
No,
offense.
this 49ers it's so
gross.
bad.
Wow. Okay, give me Joaquin Davis.
Oh, okay. I like it. Another potential big play guy.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm so glad I went with only last names on this.
I can't wait till he's walking into the end zone.
I can't wait either, even if it loses me a game. So let's see. I need a running back, a receiver, and a flex, and then I'll take my quarterback. Yeah, like there's a part of me. You see some of these names, like Equinemius St. Brown has to be able to make a play, right? Against third stringers. Robbie Chosen has to be able to beat up on third stringers.
Are they really playing?
Russell Gage has to be,
Yeah.
But also, just the idea of drafting any of them. Drafting Demarcus Robinson just feels like an insane thing to do.
It's weird how old they are.
Yeah. Give me, okay, it's running back time. Give me Blake Watson.
Okay.
He's been awesome in camp. There's a lot of plays where, like, again, they're not allowed to tackle, but sometimes he's like bouncing off of guys in ways where you're like, wait, I think he's actually bouncing off of that guy. I think, yeah, he was an undrafted guy who made the roster last year, was immediately placed on IR, so it's a little bit different than truly winning a roster spot. But I think there's a good chance that he winds up actually making this team. As crazy as that sounds, and I think that he's gonna have a big preseason.
Oh man, I was about to take a 49ers tight end, and then the chat put me on.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Caleb Lohner.
Yeah. I was tempted. That was the other tight end who tempted me.
Yeah. I mean, like, fourth quarter, he's got to be the only tight end playing for the Broncos in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I mean, he's a red zone threat.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like he could just be... Preseason games have been low scoring before. Me and Dre are betting all the overs, but if it is a low scoring game and he winds up just getting the one jump ball touchdown, that could be the difference here.
It exactly could.
Also, chat saying Jacob Cowing from Arizona.
I think he's hurt.
Is he?
He's listed as questionable.
Okay. That's dangerous. Let's see. So I still need my flex, and I know who that's going to be, and I think he's very, very safe from you drafting him. So I got to go with a receiver. And as much as like Cowing is good, it's Michael Bandy. Give me Michael freaking Bandy.
Damn it,
the guy makes so many guys. He is automatic. He is automatic.
Michael Bandy against
receiver.
Michael Bandy against future
I know
gardeners.
Yes. Maybe not too many gardeners out there.
The NFL to gardener pipeline isn't popping right now.
Wow.
That's a problem.
I just imagine like planting a little tiny flower. I played for the 49ers,
17
bro.
yards in the preseason game against the Broncos.
I made a catch against Pat Surtain one day.
I got smoked by Michael Bandy.
Yeah. Who's Michael Bandy?
Preseason legend. All right. I'm going to go. This is my last pick, right? Oh, no. I still have a running back? Well, guess I'm going to have to take someone I've never heard of. This guy's 27 years old. Who is this?
Is there a reason you guys are avoiding the Broncos rookie running back?
I don't think RJ Harvey's going to play a lot.
It's what scared me away.
But I don't.
Just a question, not trying to like.
Might be the point.
I'd rather have RJ Harvey than Patrick Taylor Jr. So
yeah,
that just seems more fun for me. I'll take RJ Harvey.
Instead of doing this, we should have a game of I name like random guys on the 49ers roster and you say actually on the team or not.
Yeah, that's a hard game.
It is. Okay. So you are taking Harvey?
Yeah, I took RJ. I'm going to end up with an all Broncos team here, I think.
I think I might also. Which
Zach can make a whole team of 49ers.
Yeah, take
he
your
has
pick.
the whole roster to himself.
Take your pick. So I've got my quarterback left, my flex. I might as well take my flex. Junior Bergen, Montana legend, all-time punt returner, and current 49er, 7th round draft pick. So I'm picking that one with my heart. My one heart pick is a 49er, which does feel dirty.
So people are asking why I didn't take Tyler Bidet. Is that how we're saying it?
Yeah, that's what we're saying for now. Yeah.
I kind of thought of like an RJ Harvey, like momentum boost drive.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Sean Payton doing that, where he's like, I'm gonna get RJ in there against, like, for an extra drive or two. Yep. Without Bo and the rest of the starters, but against like the threes, for San Francisco. So yep, that's why I went that way, and that leaves me with my flex player, who I guess will also be my first 49er. I'm gonna go with Russell Gage. That's a guy who's like done it in the NFL. Yeah. Who I don't think he's too high on their depth chart to like play.
Yeah. But 2,500 NFL receiving yards.
Yeah. So it's the exact same thought as Michael Bandy, except for he's actually produced quite a bit. But it's just like veteran guy against very inexperienced bottom of the roster guys has a chance to cook a little bit.
I'm torn here. I still need my quarterback. Sam Ehlinger is a possibility. I really feel like this is a great Mac Jones situation. Other than the fact that he's going up against the Broncos starters at the start of the game.
Like that could just rattle him right out of his cage.
Totally. But with... Yeah, rattle him out of his cage. And
I just pulled such a Zach.
You did.
I just made up a phrase.
Did. Yeah, it was a good one. So, I mean, they only are playing 2 quarterbacks. It's Mac Jones and it's Carter Bradley, who... do you know anything about Carter Bradley?
No, never heard of him.
Yeah, looks like he used to be a Raider, which was interesting. Undrafted free agent last year.
South Alabama.
Yeah.
Sick.
Sorta. Not... If it was normal Bama, I'd feel a little bit better about his chances in this game.
Yeah, I just like that he's from South Alabama. Go Jags.
Go Jags. Yeah. Give me Ellinger. Let's not let Mac Jones ruin this with a pick on the first drive.
Who's getting? So it'll probably be Bo for 1 or 2 series.
I'd guess 2 series.
Stiddy for the rest of the first half, and then I'm guessing Ellinger for the whole second half.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Gus Bradley's son Carter, which we should have known. Shame on us.
Named after Lil Wayne, of course.
Of course. Or Jay-Z.
Yeah. True. Both.
Those have to be the 2 biggest Carters. Jimmy.
Vince.
Grandson of yes, Vince. maybe somehow. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Let's give a shout out to some of our friends. We can recap our draft here a bit.
Okay, cool.
All right. Again, big week, and we couldn't do any of this stuff without all the support, including the support from Empire Today, which supports us in a lot of ways. I've talked a lot about what the standing on the concrete does to my back at Broncos practice now that I'm 28 years old.
Oh,
it's not good.
Bro, you need some Hokas. No free ads.
But. I know. I will never buy anything that isn't Nike to put on my feet.
That's what I said until I turned 33.
I know, and everybody seems to be on that. My shoes actually were the same shoes that Jason Garrett was wearing at practice that day. I took a cute little video of here's him in the shoes. Yeah. Anyways, Empire Today, they're the best. If you've got shoes that you like, they'll take care of your shoes even. They're just meant for that, walking through their carpets or their tiles. I've said before, I think tile's a great summertime floor. They've got all the good stuff. Whatever you're looking for, they've got it. They specialize in flooring instead of trying to get their hand in all sorts of different pots. Is that what it is? Hands in all sorts of hands in jars. Hands in a lot of jars.
Yeah,
that would get stuck. But they're the best. They only focus on floors. That's why they're so good at it. They've been doing it for forever. You can use their VR things so that you can see all the different floors that can fit in your space. If you want to schedule a free in-home estimate, they will actually give you $350 off when using the promo code DNVR. Yes, you heard that right. A $350 discount with the code DNVR. Restrictions apply. Visit EmpireToday/DNVR for full details.
The only thing more important than having a great floor in your home is having a great roof on your home.
Wow.
You need
shots fired.
The floor. The roof's got to come before the floor.
Okay. Where wall stand?
What? Third.
Okay.
Yeah. You could have an open concept.
That's true. Could be
open air
open
concept.
Yeah.
But you can't have an open roof concept in your home.
Bad idea.
You got to call up our friends over at Red Hawk Roofing. Get yourself a great roof from a local company that loves Denver sports.
Yes.
Those are the companies that I like to support. Sometimes I'll just be walking by a business. They have a Broncos flag in the front window. I'm like, okay, I'm in on you now.
Yep.
And Red Hawk Roofing has a massive Broncos fan in their proverbial front window, and a Nuggets flag, and an Avs flag, and all of the teams.
Jeez, you think they're a flag store?
It's possible. And if you want to have a great roof, or you could potentially put a great flag up there, you got to hit up our friends over at Red Hawk Roofing. Supporting local teams means supporting local businesses like Red Hawk Roofing. Hit up our friends. Call them 720-771-8921 and tell them DNVR sent you.
You never just see you hear about we do floors, we do roofs. Nobody just does walls.
You're right.
Thank you.
Because you got to do the rest of the house if you're doing the walls.
Exactly. I guess that's true. Nobody just redoes their walls.
Yeah, but Nethafon says their grandparents' house is just straight glass walls.
They must have money.
Yeah. So they don't even have to, and they can't throw stones though.
No, certainly do not throw stones. This is the DNVR Broncos podcast in the Toyota Lounge. Give us a like, subscribe, become a diehard. We really appreciate all that. Could we see these teams one more time? We'll wrap up our fantasy draft. Again, we're going to use these for the game tomorrow. We're going to see who actually wins, which means a lot of math for me.
Should we let Zach build a team and just all the leftovers? He basically has all of the 49ers.
We could let Benny do it too.
Oh, true.
He also has all the starters that will be playing that could just come out in 2 drives and ball out.
That's true.
They
could lose. That would be embarrassing.
Yeah, real head-to-head here. So Ellinger versus Stidham. It's a battle of just who's on the field more. I lean Ellinger, but we'll see.
Well, putting in the end zone counts for a lot.
That's true. Jaleel and Audric is the top running backs.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like the real-life competition.
It is.
Watson and Harvey next up.
Not a real-life competition.
Not a real-life competition at all. Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant. Real competition.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. Bandy and Joaquin Davis. Kroll and Lohner. Bergen Gage. I think this could really go any direction.
I love this. This is something Zach and I have been doing for like 8 years, and it's really the only thing that makes the preseason fun.
People have said that.
Because like it's gonna be the 4th quarter tomorrow, and it's gonna be kind of late, and I'll have been up since like 6 a.m.
Yep.
I'll have golf. I'm playing a golf tournament tomorrow morning. Then I'm going to a party in the afternoon.
Wow.
And then I'm coming here.
Afternoon party.
Yeah. Little day party. A darty, as the kids are calling it.
A 4-year-old's birthday?
No.
Oh, really? Those are the only daytime parties I ever.
Yeah, no. This is just a standard run-of-the-mill
party.
Day party.
Are you going to the cafe club?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay, never mind. They're doing a nightclub, but in that cafe.
Anyways, the 4th quarter is going to come around, and I'm going to be dragging. And Joaquin Davis is going to catch like a 47-yard touchdown, and I'm going to be wide awake. Just pumped full of adrenaline.
There we go. All right, let's buy and sell some stock here.
Okay.
Do you have anybody who jumps out off the top of your head? Stock you want to buy before this game? Or sell?
Stock that I want. I mean, this is similar to what we just did, so I'm going to try to pick guys who weren't high on my draft list, but if I wanted to buy stock on anyone before this game, I already have every share of Troy Franklin stock, so I don't have to worry about that. I think I would buy Pat Bryant stock.
Okay.
Because I think the price has been rising over the last couple of weeks, but it's still affordable. And I think by the end of this game, it could be up.
You'd imagine a lot of work against the twos.
Yep.
And we're all hoping that he's somebody who plays like a starting receiver this season. And if that's the case, he should really look good going up against number 2s, even if it is his first time on an NFL field. I'll start by selling some stock. There are some stocks I want to sell. I'm gonna sell some Troy Franklin stock. And I know I drafted him.
You don't have any.
Can I borrow some real quick?
I have every share.
Well, shoot. If I had any, I would sell it. I wouldn't sell a lot. But as the Troy Franklin stock is built and built and built, I think this might be a good point to just sell a little bit. Maybe even buy some more in a couple days.
In the financial sense.
Oh, absolutely. Because sometimes you do the stock report, which is stock up and stock down. That's very different than buying and selling stock. That's
actually a really important thing to delineate.
It is so important, and we never delineate it.
We don't.
But today we are delineating.
Yes.
And so because of that delineation, I'm gonna cash out just a little bit right now.
Okay, yeah.
Of that trophy, because his stock is at an all-time high. Like, I personally believe he's a wide receiver too. I think that's super hard to live up to in a preseason game. I think expectations for Troy are so high, especially with only 800 fans at these practices. So many Broncos fans have been hearing Troy's great. This is a different Troy. Troy's incredible. Like, literally a different Troy from you.
Yeah,
different guy. Not even the actual same physical person. I think expectations are so high. I think people want to buy the stock. And if I had any, I would sell just a little bit, take some of that cash, because it's tough to live up to those expectations. I might just reinvest it again on Monday.
This is just a really quick side story that made me laugh probably harder than it should have. But so you saying about Troy Franklin being a different guy. Mm-hmm. So Coach Prime has like a wristbands guy that makes the wristbands with the sayings on it.
Really?
And
wait, what kind of sayings?
Like everyone just has like wristbands with sayings on it. Like,
wait,
like the little rubber ones.
Oh,
and it says like Faith Family Football or like,
yeah.
Like
I feel like those were bigger back in the day.
Boston Strong, or things of that nature. So he texted his wristbands guy and was like, "Hey, I got to get some new wristbands this year. New team, new guys." And the wristbands guy just thought that that's what he wanted on the wristband.
Oh.
So he just printed 1,000 wristbands that say "New team, new guys."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So then now they have those.
So everybody wears
New
them
team,
now?
new guys. Well, he was like, "I printed them, so I got. We're gonna make you guys other ones too, but."
That sounds like an SNL thing, not like
New team, new guys.
Okay, everybody, we've got our new wristbands. New team, new guys.
It was just big, Coach Prime and his phrases.
Yeah, it's
that just doesn't sound like one.
It's like when somebody orders a cake and they'll say like, make it say happy birthday, whoever, and then they'll write make it say because they wrote in the spot. It's very much like that.
That it is. New team, new guys. Anyways. Okay, so we're doing this in the true financial sense.
Yes.
For what it's worth, I have diamond hands on my Troy Franklin stock.
Yes.
Never selling.
Okay.
Stocks that I would like to buy right now. Stocks that I would like to. Ooh. I'm gonna buy some Jaquan McMillan stock.
Ooh. Oh, that's a good one.
Yep, because the draft of Jade Barron made his price go way down.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to his stock.
Exactly, and I think that too many people have sold. And,
I think so too.
I've got an opportunity to buy this, and he's going to go out and play well this week and probably throughout the preseason. And I think he's going to continue to play well into the season. So give me that stock.
No, I think of all the times to buy Jaquan McMillan stock, today might be the very best day. Or pregame tomorrow might be the very best.
Yeah.
Like, unless you got in on it when he was like a high school kid in Raleigh, I want to say, going through that whole ECU climb and then eventually NFL. Now is the time to get in.
If you got that stock, you're probably a millionaire.
You probably are. I was actually talking to his DB's coach, not the guy who recruited him, but the guy who recruited Siobhan Revelle, who was from the same place Jaquan was from. First round pick Siobhan Revelle. Point is, that guy, he made a lot of money off of Jaquan stock.
Hell yeah.
I will. I'll buy some Nick Bonito stock.
Wow.
Yeah, I know
It's
expensive.
The price is the highest it's ever been.
Yeah, but I think that again, off season, everybody gets their Twitter fingers going. Who was the first person to say Twitter fingers?
I think Drake.
Who?
Drake
said it.
Trigger fingers turned to Twitter fingers. Yeah.
He's not that clever. I wish it was somebody else. Nick Bonito
As you're wearing
stock.
the Kendrick Lamar shirt.
Just to be on brand. Yes. People, some people in particular keep asking me like, is it like a real TV repair service? It is not. Shout out Broncos Media. Also, the number of digits in the fake phone number don't add up to a real phone number.
Yeah, so they didn't want a Mike Jones situation.
Right. Yes. Nick Bonito, though, I think he gets a sack. I think that going up against backup linemen, as soon as we found out, like, certainly not Trent Williams, but also we'll see about the backups. Nick Bonito is just built for this situation. He's going to get back there. He's going to make a play.
Love that.
Yep.
Again, this is buying it at the peak, but, at one point, someone bought Bitcoin at $30,000 and it was at its peak.
Exactly. And also the Twitter fingers being, I don't know, Nick Bonito, do you really give him all that money? Because he's kind of a one-trick pony. Well, guess what? First of all, I would say he's not too much of a one-trick pony, but also his one trick is the trick that is the toughest trick to do, which is get to the quarterback really, really fast.
Definitely.
I'd spend a lot of money for that trick.
I can't think of any stock that I want to sell, so I'm just going to keep buying.
Yeah.
I'm very liquid.
Okay. I'll sell some just to balance you out a bit.
Oh, okay, cool. I had a good one. Oh, I'm buying Lavelle Bailey stock.
That's a good one.
Yep. I heard yesterday, I learned yesterday that you already had claimed Lavelle Bailey as your guy over a year ago.
Yep.
So I can't claim him as my guy.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to try to get as much stock as I can because I really want him to be my guy. If I buy a Lavelle Bailey jersey, does that give me an opportunity to pass you?
I will ask him. And I think he would say yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Lavelle Bailey, though, again, inside linebacker from Fresno State, a converted safety at Fresno State. So Crew is a safety, winds up playing linebacker, bulks up, lost weight this year because Dre Greenlaw and Alex Singleton said you should lose weight. Behind the actual like strength and conditioning guys, those two might be the two guys who'd want to be saying like, do this and have you follow it, you know?
Yeah, but what if they're afraid of you trying to take their jobs?
Also true. They could be a little bit biased.
I'm just kidding. They wouldn't.
I'm clipping this and sending it to Alex.
Good,
Alex would probably think that was funny.
He probably would. Maybe. Incredible cover linebacker, and it showed up in training camp last year when he was an undrafted free agent. Made the team for like 24 hours before they moved him down to the practice squad because they signed somebody else. He looks incredible in camp. And one of the things that Sean Payton said was that he looks like an NFL linebacker.
Yeah.
And it's true because he has like the little headband. He has like the long hair now, the dreads that hang down, and he's built. And
but he also said he came in incredible shape.
Yes, which is also true. But when Sean said the thing about him looking like a linebacker, I had the realization that Sean Payton is more like you than anybody else on this podcast. I think he is more of like a vibes, like look at him guy than any of the rest of us.
If he says like, yeah, I mean, how could I not pick Bo Nix? What a quarterback name.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That'll be a real win for me.
I think that he actually would believe that though.
Yeah, I think
he sounds like a Hall of Fame quarterback, Bo Nix.
Yeah, right. What if he then said like another quarterback from last year? Who's like who else went in the first round?
Jaden Daniels.
That's a great name.
Caleb Williams.
Michael Penix.
JJ McCarthy. I mean, Bo Nix
They're all
is the
pretty
one
good.
that's
Penix would be the one where he's like, what am I going to draft? Michael Penix?
Yeah.
Like that almost sounds like penis.
And then
I'm not drafting him.
I even expanded that to like Dre Greenlaw also just looks like a linebacker.
Yeah.
And I wonder if he didn't look like that, would the deal have been done? Talanoa Ufunga looks like Troy Polamalu. If he didn't look like that, would they have made that deal go through?
Wow. This is great.
I've had a lot of thoughts because of that one comment.
I think you're slowly, through Sean Payton, gaining more respect for my outlook on things.
Yeah, and at the very least, it's one of those things that we say whenever Sean makes a draft pick. When I say like, oh, I would have taken this guy, but he took that guy and he's Sean Payton, so I guess let's just trust him. I'm at least at that point with the like, hey, if this guy looks like a linebacker, talks like a linebacker, like sure, Sean likes him. I support that. It makes sense.
There's even like a linebacker head shape.
Yes, absolutely there is. And obviously there's the body shape.
Yeah.
Because so many of them are like 5'11", but just like built like that.
Yeah, but sometimes you look at a guy and like, this is probably faux pas to say in 2025, but you're just like, that guy looks like he could use his head as a weapon.
Yeah. And would. Yes. Real quick, before we continue buying and selling, should say, become a diehard. Right now is a good time to do it because you can join with the tailgate tier, which gets you 2 free tickets to one of our tailgates. First one being next week. First one's discounted too. It's the cheapest of the year, the preseason one. So even if you're not a diehard, if you're going to the game, still have the food and the drinks and the music and all that sort of stuff. But you can check it out for basically half price, less than half price.
And drink responsibly. But like this is the preseason, so it's a chance to, see what you can get
Test
away
your
with
limits.
Proverbially.
Explore your game.
Yes, explore your game. You got to explore your game a little bit at the tailgate.
It's a great opportunity to explore your game.
It's preseason for everyone.
We got stories up on every practice and all that sort of stuff on the website. You get access if you're a diehard.
Testing out what I can get away with tomorrow.
We're going to explore our games tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm selling some Audric Estime stock. And as I took over your spot as the president of the Audric Estime Believers Club, but still, it's another one of those things where he's just not built for preseason. To me, you look at like the speedy guys.
Yeah.
Like how many times did we see a running back last night just like run for 40 yards because somebody blew an assignment on defense?
It's true.
It was over and over and over.
Yeah.
And if you do that with Jaleel or Blake Watson, but if you do it with Audric, it's like, he's still doing Audric things. He doesn't take advantage of those opportunities as well. I wonder if he winds up with some goal line touchdowns or some 3rd and 1 conversions, but it's tough for me to imagine a world where it's like 7 carries for 60 yards,
Yeah. I will say though, like if you're a safety who has an interview lined up with the local gardening company on Monday, like, do you really want to tackle Audrey Estevez?
No, you need those fingers.
Yeah.
To plant those little flowers.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So, yeah, that's one thing I think. Like,
yeah,
if Audrey goes out there and just starts barreling through people, there's a chance that these guys are like, God, you know what? I don't think I'm going to make it. Like,
yeah.
So, I don't know. Plus, goal line.
True. And if he winds up with 2 touchdowns.
And also, just going back to the financial aspect of this, stock's really low right now.
Stock is low. It's not like I'm selling for much. That's which similar to when I tweeted and people got really mad that I'm not selling any of my Trey Lance stock. It's like, well, what am I getting for it anyway?
That's
like,
true.
It's not worth anything.
You invested a couple G's and there's like $12 left.
Yeah. I have this bad habit with quarterbacks so it's like I didn't really like him as a prospect. And then he was bad. But now I'm like, I don't know. I kind of see it.
Speaking of investing in stocks, the betting markets tonight, there's just a whole section of Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, they want you to take it.
They're like, we don't do preseason player props until now.
Yep.
And
did you do it?
I haven't yet, but I have to remember during this next show because the game's gonna probably start right after it. But like, I'm just gonna dump money into that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got underdogs and overs. That's my strategy tonight. I wasn't heavy enough on the underdogs yesterday. And then the Seahawks were the dog, but then winds up in a tie because preseason. People say don't bet on the preseason. There's a lot of money to be made.
Shedeur Sanders to throw a touchdown on his first drive, plus 800.
As somebody who lost the Jamar Chase to score a touchdown on his first drive, plus 850 last night, I'm ready for a redo.
Okay.
You'll remember, he caught a ball in the end zone, but called back for penalty.
Yeah. Someone said most viewed Browns game ever. I think it'll be most viewed preseason game ever.
I'm watching.
Yeah,
I'll watch them all, though.
I'm watching here. Like, I'm going to go downstairs and order a drink to watch this.
We'll talk after.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. We got 9 minutes left. Probably have some general takeaways. Do we have any super chats, Yaya? Okay, so we can hit a couple more buy sells quick if you have anything else you need to get off your chest. I'm gonna buy some Chris Abrams drain stock.
Nice.
This is a game that's built for him. He's gonna be out there a bunch. Everybody talks about how Jaquan McMillan, if he doesn't get that starting job, he's gonna be the best 4th corner in the NFL. Guess who the best 5th corner in the NFL might be? I think it might be Chris Abrams drain. I'm incredibly high on him. Interesting prospect, undersized, great ball skills, sticky in coverage, but like can just get bullied. Sometimes with that size, you think, is he a nickel? But now modern nickels, you wind up needing to take on the run game so much more. And so he really is, to me, a boundary corner who just has some size limitations, which might, in the long run, be his demise. In a preseason game, though, he's going to be just fine beating up on these probably pretty awful receivers for the 49ers.
Like it. I've got 2 quick ones. I'm going to buy some Jahdae Barron stock because I feel like it's criminally low right now. And my honest take, and I'm excluding you and Zach from this.
Okay.
My honest take on why is because I don't think that media people know how to watch corners.
Oh, okay.
Especially inside corners.
Okay.
So, like, just because he hasn't, like, made any crazy flash plays, he just doesn't really get talked about. And I think he might just be a gamer.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how they use him. If I were to bet, I'd bet Jaquan starts in the nickel. And then they wind up having Jahdae play as the 2nd string nickel. Or maybe it is Jahdae starting in the nickel, and then he bounces out to the boundary with the backups. And then Jaquan comes in and plays the nickel. That rotation probably makes more sense.
Yeah, I just think his stock's really low right now. And, like, if he has a pick tomorrow,
totally,
the hype's just going to take off.
Yeah.
And speaking of...
Not many blitzes in the preseason, though.
True.
So
I'll finish my group here.
Okay.
And this is a stock that's risen a little bit recently, but I think it's going to skyrocket soon. And that's Riley Moss. I'm going to get a little Riley Moss stock.
Okay.
Because it dipped it dipped at the end of last season. It's starting to work its way back up, but we probably still aren't at the all-time high. Still below that, and I think we're going to much exceed the all-time high this season.
These edge rushers, Jonah Ellis, I think it might blow him up. Dondre Tillman, and he was Enrique. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a big game too. Not an edge rusher, but similar. And then all these linebackers I really like.
How do you feel about any
spreading too thin,
Wazirike gambling jokes? I feel like they're kind of played out.
I think they are played out. I think there's, at this point, they better be good. We've heard them all before, right?
Yeah.
You know, like if you got a good one, go right ahead. Otherwise, it's, I bet he's gonna do this.
Yeah,
and it's
see,
like,
that's
yeah, okay, we've done that.
Yep. Okay, I'm with you. We're in lockstep there.
Okay, yeah, running backs, linebackers, front seven, I really like, but maybe not time to buy individually.
Cool. All right, let's get to the chat.
Let's get to the chat.
The Toyota chat. To
the
be
Toyota,
specific.
yes, that chat. First one, can you read these?
Yeah, from Joe Redden. He says, "Do we get 11? Oh my God, do we get 11 wins or better this year?" And then you scrolled away from it. That's crazy. $20. Thanks for the generous super chat.
Thank you, Joe.
I would say yes.
I think that's probably right.
That's a 1-win increase from last year. I think it should be expected.
And again, with a team that isn't a Bronco, when you're detached from it, it's a lot easier to be rational. Like you look at the Chargers and say like, hey, they kind of got lucky on defense, not number one scoring defense. Also maybe a little bit unlucky with that running game. Do those things balance out and get them back to where they go? With the Broncos, if you're trying to look at it that way, you'd say the defense probably plays up a little bit, although there might be things like the sacks probably decrease. Like having 9 more sacks than any other NFL team usually isn't sustainable. You look at the first 4 weeks last year, though, and say, like, okay, your quarterback didn't have things figured out.
Yep.
That should get better. Run game should get better. And so you'd say they should go up, but also you handled your business against every team that was worse than you record-wise. Probably drop one of those. You also probably win 1 or 2 against a better team. All balances out to, like, probably slight plus. And so, like, 11 is probably where I'd land.
All right. Joe Redden again, another $20. Thank you,
Joe.
Hopefully RJ has a better night than Ashton did last night. LOL. Who has more rushing yards this year, RJ or Ashton? Before we answer that question, give me, and just pretend like Ashton Genty's not on the Raiders because like you want him to fail now.
Yes. Yeah, you do. Yes.
But if you didn't, what would your Ashton Genty worry meter be at after last night?
I wouldn't be worried.
0.
Yeah.
0% worried.
It's 3 carries. You can't. It's not like you looked at it and you're like, wait, why'd you go that way? Or like, you didn't break that tackle.
I think coaching malpractice to not let him finish the game with positive yards.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, you got to get your guy out there so he's not on a graphic all over Twitter all day today being like, Ashton Genty's ass now.
No, I've been getting tagged in that graphic.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you said he's a future Hall of Famer.
So, 0, I mean, 3 carries is it's just way too small of a sample size, but bad coaching in my opinion. Ashton Genty will get a lot more carries, I'm guessing, than RJ Harvey this year. So
yeah.
But yards per carry, I'll take Harvey.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
The Danimal says, just wanted to share some love because the Broncos are back, baby.
Yes.
Also, my dog sat in RK's chair last night and made a solid case to be the DNVR tailgate mascot.
Wow. How did your dog get in this chair?
I don't know. I didn't know we let dogs in here, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, when you're the Danimal. True.
We're kind of dogs.
But the dogs are inside of us.
So true.
When he said make a solid on my chair, I thought we were going
Me too. I
down
thought
a bad path. I'm kind of sad I didn't get to meet your dog.
Yep.
Thank you for the super chat.
Glad
you came to the bar. Jose, Crum and Palcho are the second string tackles, question mark?
Probably Parrott and Palshevsky.
Okay.
But it depends on if McGlinchey plays. So if McGlinchey doesn't play, then maybe Palcho does double duty.
Okay.
But maybe he's just up, and so they don't play him with the 2s.
All right. Any final thoughts before we wrap up here?
I can't wait for tomorrow. Everybody should watch that pregame show.
I can't either. Watch the pregame show. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. Benny will be here with us.
Yes.
That's something you can get used to all season. Like I said, preseason for us, so we're exploring our games.
We are. I've got all sorts of questions figured out.
And by the way,
the watch along, because we'll be live through the entire game, we should say.
Yes. If you want to come down and watch the Browns game tonight with us, we'll be here too. I spent the whole offseason searching for the best chicken Caesar wrap in Denver. It's right here.
Wow. It was under your nose the entire time.
It was. And I was like, there's got to be a better one. There just isn't.
No.
So come get the best chicken Caesar wrap in Denver.
Also, shout out the chat. We did get over 200 likes.
Thank
That's
you.
impressive.
375.
Yep.
That's great. Appreciate
We're
you guys.
a little short of surpassing what we did yesterday on the Zach show.
Tomorrow, though.
Tomorrow we could do it.
Pre-game show, watch along, post-game show. It's going to be a big day.
Love it.
Love it. Thank you, Yaya, as always. And that's going to do it for today. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.
We all silly like the mayor.